No matter what you do, people will always be people. You know, in the beginning of the year, everyone is always having the New Year's resolution. You want to get 2.5 kids. You want to, get married. You want to change your boyfriend. You want to change your girlfriend. And you will get to subscribe to all these, the gym membership for different clubs and stuff like that. And we think motivation can take us to where we want. No, guys, it's about you. It's about you deciding to get resolved, to be determined to do that which you want into your life. Motivation just does a very small percentage onto what we are going to do at the end of the day. And by the way, guys, let's start with God. Whatever you do, let us start with God. God should be first place, whether it being in your career, whether it being in that marriage that you want to do. Because, by the way, let me tell you, the truth is marriage is a lifetime decision that you have to make. And once you've committed yourself to marrying that one woman, that one lady, that one man, you've got to give it your all, to love them into wholeness, to make sure they are loved, they are available, they are being that compassionately loved. And like Christ showed it unto us, let us be available for people. Once we have already fallen in love with them, we have decided to live our lives with them, let us be available for them. Let us all put our families together in Christ, in God. That will help us to move mountains. Even if there are, there is a serious mountain that is standing our way. But once we are committed to each other, once we are there to see that each other is succeeding, then we are seeing one another. Even if they're in pain, we can elevate them high, we can motivate them, we can make them to see another day, because we have been able to speak the faith-filled words that can move mountains out of our way. Let us be resolved, guys. Let us be unwavered in a way that Ruth showed it in the Bible. When she showed it to Naomi, her mother-in-law, she lost both of her sons, and they needed to leave. The mother-in-law, Naomi, wanted the Ruth to leave her alone, to go back to their parents' homes. But Ruth was committed to her. Even when the son was still alive, Ruth was committed that through every situation, I am going to be available for you, my mother-in-law. How can we be available for each other? Let us see that the example that Paul showed in the Bible, that even if people, beat him up, they threw stone at him, they left him to die in the Acts of Apostles, but he was able to rise up and still preach the gospel, and so many people turned unto Christ. And so how I wish we could be that committed, that even if we are in prison, we are still there writing letters to Timothy, that we are steadfast, we are on our course, and nothing is going to derail us. Because, by the way, guys, there's a lot of noise that is always happening around us. There's a lot of noise that is happening around us. But the moment we agree to go with the crowd, then that is why we are going to, we are not going to move far in our lifetime. But once we have decided to follow that which our conscience is saying, that is the only way you are going to move your life into a different path, because you have cared to make it to work. You could be married to an ugly person. You could be married to a person they call stupid, they call a fool. But you've got to enjoy their foolishness. You've got to enjoy them like that, because that's the person you have agreed that you will live, by each other through thick and thin. You're going to be there. In health, in sickness, you are going to be there for each other. How I wish we could have such true, love, that even if you have lost it all, the person is not going to leave you, but they will hang onto you to see you rising up again on your feet. Even if business is low, but they are going to be there for you. Because I'm telling you, a lot of the people around us now, they choose to love you for who you are, for what you can offer. But I would rather wish that we can love people for who they are, for simply who they are, not for what they can offer unto us. Not for those free rides that they can, take you to and fro work, and not for those, the things that they keep offering you, the airtime or the phone calls that they make, but to love them for who they are. And I'm promising you that the world is going to get better if all of us are rising up to put God first place. And by the way, create time for yourself to make sure that you are refreshing your energy, to make sure that you are looking at a better picture of you succeeding and doing amazing things in your life. Because we are the first one on our list, guys. Even if they are not loving you, you've got to be the first person to love yourself. Before you can love any other person, you've got to love yourself. And once you've loved yourself, you can be able to give the best unto yourself. That's the only way we are going to live our lives, to see another day, to see another day getting better, to see another day coming in. Because whether you like it or not, the day tomorrow which is coming is going to get better. But all that is going to take you and me to work it out, to see it coming through. We've got to work our way to the top, guys. It's not easy, I'm telling you, it's not easy. But once you're committed, you're dedicated to seeing you, rising up through that career, to seeing you getting to achieve what you want to achieve in your lifetime, I'm promising you that the sky is going to be your limit. You are going to rise up because you are capable, you are able, because nobody can deter your course. If you are focused, I'm telling you, they can do whatever they want. But if God is already spoken something that is going to come through, nobody can do anything to derail it. Whether they speak about it or they don't speak, you are going to rise up and going to succeed because God has already spoken it into you. And it's going to manifest itself because you have remained on your course to keep running your race. Because people will always be people. People will always be talking. Whether you're doing something, they will be talking. Whether you're not doing something, they will be talking. You might be thinking that, man, they are always talking about me. When are they going to stop talking about me? Whenever you are, wherever you are, people are always in the business of talking about you. But it's about you to decide to choose what you want to dwell on. If you want to dwell on to that which they are speaking about you, then that is for you. But before nobody could say anything about you, you control the inventory of your thought lights. And you are the custodian of whatever you want to happen and to be done into your name. You are the person to make it work. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much